Friends, today I want to talk to you about something that has guided every decision I've made, every risk I've taken, and every dream I've pursued. I want to talk about the power of having a clear purpose, the courage to start before you feel ready, and the determination to keep going when everyone tells you that your ideas are impossible. When people look at successful companies or individuals, they often see only the end result, the success, the recognition, the impact. But what they don't see are the countless moments of doubt, the failures that nobody talks about, the times when giving up seemed like the only rational choice. Today I want to share with you not just what I've learned about building companies, but what I've learned about building a life of meaning and impact. The first lesson I want to share is this: you don't have to wait until you have all the answers to start pursuing your dreams. When I started Facebook in my college dorm room, I didn't have a business plan, I didn't know how to run a company, and I certainly didn't envision that it would eventually connect billions of people around the world. I just saw a problem that bothered me and decided to try solving it. The problem was simple. It was difficult for students to connect with each other and share information about their lives and interests. This seemed like something that technology could solve, so I started building a solution. I didn't wait for permission, I didn't wait until I had more experience, and I didn't wait until the idea was perfect. I just started building, learning and improving as I went along. This is crucial for anyone who wants to create something meaningful. The act of starting is more important than having everything figured out in advance. When you start working on something you care about, you discover things you never could have planned for. You meet people who share your vision, you encounter challenges that force you to become more creative, and you develop capabilities you didn't know you possessed. The fear of starting often comes from perfectionism, the belief that you need to have everything planned and polished before you can begin. But perfectionism is often just fear disguised as high standards. The reality is that all great achievements began with imperfect first attempts that were improved through iteration, feedback and persistence. When I launched Facebook, it was incredibly basic compared to what it became. The interface was simple, the features were limited, and there were constant technical problems. But it solved a real problem for real people, and that was enough to get started. Everything else, the sophisticated features, the global infrastructure, the advanced algorithms, came later through continuous improvement and learning from user feedback. This brings me to the second lesson: focus obsessively on the people you're trying to serve. Whether you're building a product, starting a business, or pursuing any goal that involves other people, success comes from genuinely caring about their needs and experiences. This isn't just good ethics, it's good strategy, because people can sense when you truly care about them versus when you're just trying to extract value from them. Customer obsession means listening more than talking, observing behavior rather than just asking for opinions, and being willing to make decisions that benefit users even when they might hurt short-term profits. Some of our most important innovations at Facebook came from paying attention to how people were actually using the platform, rather than how we thought they should use it. But serving others effectively requires first understanding yourself, your values, your motivations, and your unique strengths. You can't create authentic value for others if you're not clear about what you stand for and what you're trying to accomplish. This self-awareness also helps you make better decisions about opportunities, partnerships, and the direction of your efforts. For me, the core motivation has always been connecting people and giving them tools to share their experiences and build communities. This mission has guided decisions about features to build, markets to enter, and problems to solve. When you have a clear sense of purpose, decision-making becomes easier because you can evaluate options based on whether they advance your mission or distract from it. The third lesson is about resilience and learning from failure. Every significant achievement involves setbacks, mistakes, and moments when success seems impossible. The difference between people who ultimately succeed and those who give up isn't the absence of failure. It's the ability to learn from failure and use it as information for making better decisions. In the early years of Facebook, we made countless mistakes. We had technical outages that frustrated users, we made product decisions that didn't work, and we faced legal challenges that threatened the company's existence. Each setback was painful and stressful, but it also provided valuable lessons about what worked, what didn't work, and what we needed to do differently. The key to learning from failure is analyzing what went wrong without getting paralyzed by regret or self-doubt. Failure is data, not judgment. When something doesn't work, the important questions are, what can we learn from this experience? How can we apply these lessons to future decisions? What would we do differently if we faced a similar situation again? This analytical approach to failure also requires emotional resilience, the ability to experience disappointment without losing confidence in your overall direction. Building this resilience takes practice and often requires support from family, friends, and mentors who can provide perspective during difficult times. The fourth lesson concerns the importance of building strong teams and surrounding yourself with people who complement your strengths and compensate for your weaknesses. No individual, regardless of their talents, can achieve significant goals alone. Success requires collaboration, and collaboration requires trust, communication, and shared commitment to common objectives. Building effective teams isn't just about hiring people with the right technical skills. It's about finding people who share your values, who challenge your thinking, and who are committed to the mission beyond just their individual roles. The best team members are those who make everyone around them better and who take ownership of collective success rather than just their own performance. Early in Facebook's development, we were fortunate to attract people who believed in what we were building and were willing to take risks to be part of something special. These early team members weren't just employees, they were partners who contributed ideas, energy, and expertise that shaped the company's direction. Their commitment and creativity were essential for overcoming the challenges we faced and building something that could scale globally. As organizations grow, maintaining the quality of teamwork and collaboration becomes more challenging but also more important. It requires developing systems, processes, and cultural practices that preserve the entrepreneurial spirit and mutual support that characterize the early days. This means being intentional about hiring, training, and creating environments where people feel empowered to do their best work. The fifth lesson is about the power of long-term thinking and patience in a world that often rewards short-term optimization. Building anything meaningful takes time, and the most valuable achievements often require accepting short-term costs for long-term benefits. This is difficult because it requires faith in your vision, even when results aren't immediately visible. Long-term thinking in business means investing in capabilities, relationships, and innovations that may not pay off for years, but that create sustainable competitive advantages. It means resisting pressure to make decisions that boost immediate metrics at the expense of long-term health. And it means maintaining focus on your ultimate objectives, even when short-term setbacks make progress seem slow or uncertain. For individuals, long-term thinking means investing in skills, relationships, and experiences that compound over time. It means choosing learning opportunities over immediate rewards, building a reputation through consistent behavior rather than seeking quick recognition, and staying committed to your values even when compromise might offer short-term advantages. The sixth lesson involves the responsibility that comes with success and influence. When your actions can affect millions or billions of people, you have obligations that extend beyond just your immediate stakeholders. This responsibility isn't a burden, it's an opportunity to contribute to positive change and help address challenges that matter to humanity's future. With Facebook connecting billions of people around the world, we've had to grapple with complex questions about privacy, free speech, misinformation, and the role of technology platforms in democratic societies. These aren't easy problems with simple solutions, but they're critically important issues that require thoughtful engagement and continuous learning from diverse perspectives. The goal isn't to be perfect or to solve every problem immediately, but to approach these challenges with humility, transparency, and genuine commitment to doing what's right for the people we serve. This requires listening to critics, engaging with experts, and being willing to change course when evidence suggests better approaches. For anyone who achieves success in any field, the question becomes, how will you use your capabilities, resources, and influence to contribute to something larger than yourself? This might mean mentoring others, supporting causes you care about, or using your platform to raise awareness about important issues. The specific form matters less than the underlying commitment to service and contribution. The seventh and final lesson is about maintaining perspective and remembering what truly matters in life. Professional achievements, while satisfying and important, are just one dimension of a meaningful life. Relationships with family and friends, personal growth and learning, and contributions to your community are equally important measures of a life well lived. Success can sometimes create pressure to define yourself entirely through your professional identity, but this is limiting and ultimately unfulfilling. The richest life is one that includes diverse experiences, deep relationships, and ongoing learning that extends far beyond any single area of expertise or achievement. For me, the privilege of building Facebook and connecting people around the world has been incredibly fulfilling, but it's also important to maintain connections to family, friends, and activities that provide joy and meaning beyond work. This balance isn't just good for personal happiness, it also makes you more effective professionally by providing perspective, inspiration, and emotional resilience. As I look toward the future, I'm excited about the potential for technology to address some of humanity's greatest challenges, while also creating new opportunities for creativity, connection, and collaboration. The same principles that guided Facebook's development, understanding human needs, building tools that bring people together, and thinking long-term about positive impact, can be applied to problems in education, healthcare, climate change, and space exploration. The future belongs to those who combine technical capabilities with deep understanding of human nature, who use data and algorithms to enhance rather than replace human connection, and who remain committed to building technologies that empower individuals and communities rather than just extracting value from them. Your generation has access to tools, information, and opportunities that previous generations could never have imagined. The question is, what will you build with these capabilities? What problems will you choose to solve? What kind of impact will you have on the world around you? The answers to these questions will be determined not by your current circumstances or resources, but by your willingness to start before you feel ready, to persist through inevitable challenges, and to maintain focus on creating value for others. The world needs people who are willing to think big, work hard, and stay committed to purposes larger than themselves. This is your time, this is your opportunity, and these are your tools. The only question remaining is, what will you choose to build?